Welcome in to the Dynasty Deal Show. I'm Ty Declare 44. I'm joined by Shane at Shane Says FF on X. Shane, it's just us this week, man. No Scott, but we do have the good people of the DDFFB community join us here live. The Trades and Chill tier, $3.99 a month, American, and extra toonie. If you're Canadian, if you want to be here live with us, 8 p.m. Eastern on Fridays. I wasn't here last week. I definitely slept away the weekend, but Shane, I got to watch the show back. It was pretty fun. Watching Brandon get his feet wet on the Dynasty Deal Show, and definitely some format questions and all that good stuff. And God, I am blurry already.
There you go. Nope, still fuzzed.
Yeah, we'll figure this one out. But
Ty's figuring out what it's like to be fuzzy, not to be fuzzy. Vapad, what's up, everybody? Yeah, no, last week there was no Ty Declare. It was me, Scott, and Brandon. And then everybody in here, I think you saw us in stages on Monday. All of us, everyone. It was me, Ray. What's that guy's name? Scott, Brandon, Ty. That's it. That's literally everyone.
That's pretty much.
Jay Rich wasn't there because he was I don't know what he was doing. He was asking us how bad did you want to win? Yo, you want to keep winning, bro?
Oh. Yeah, multiple people in the community got hacked this week. So turn on that two-factor authentication. And another general tip: if you hear this little noise, that means we're gonna shut up and move on to the next question. We got a lot to hit here, Shane. So we're gonna let's just jump right in. Our guy Dynasty Mark, usually one of the first ones to post. So we'll leave the first one on the show here, Mark. 12 by 10 super flex. May, Purdy, Daniel Jones and backups, Kenny Walker, Scat, 101, Rice, Pittman and Reed, Bowers, Gadsden, Kelsey, Henry. Only the 101 in 26 in all of his 27 picks. There's an Indy fan who wants Jones. He offered him Tet for Jones and Pittman today.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
absolutely. Oh my gosh. And he Tet end. Oh, Jones and Pittman. Oh, well, you got there. Yeah, dude. Absolutely. How much can I bedazzle, since we got a lot of trades? I don't want to bedazzle trades that don't need to be bedazzled all over. I do like to bedazzle over things, but no, that's not even close. That's ridiculous. Jones, we don't even know when Jones is going to play again. And I know Jones had a decent year last year prior to snapping his Achilles or whatever happened, but he's still Daniel Jones. He's still not that good. Like, he was playing over his skis. So yeah, give me that all day.
Yeah, put some thin at quarterback, rostering 5 backups with 3 starters. Only to start 2 wide receivers and 3 flex, so I can start his tight ends. It's 1.5 tight end premium, by the way. But I agree. I love the upgrade in Tet. Take the gamble. You can backfill that thing, and also it's March 13th, so we can backfill that thing when the time is needed. Just happily taking Tet there. But yeah, I mean, Shane, just really quick. I mean, again, Pittman. We're talking Dynasty payday plays. A lot of shakeups happen with NFL free agency. Do you feel more excited, less excited, the same amount of excitement about Michael Pittman heading into 2026?
I feel exactly the same amount of meh that I felt before he was traded. I mean, I liked Pittman. He was a very good target earner his first, I want to say 3 or 4 seasons. I don't have it in front of me, but he's just, I mean, there's nothing special about him, right? Like, I think we saw his peak. He did have a top 12 season. We saw his peak, and he's already gone on the other way. So does an offense led by Aaron Rodgers sharing the field with DK Metcalf, does that excite you, knowing that there's probably not going to be a ton of targets to go around because Aaron Rodgers loves to run slow offenses? And then 2, this version of Aaron Rodgers has not met a running back that he did not want to target with a pass. Like, that dude wants the ball out of his hands almost immediately. So I guess that kind of helps Pittman because he's not especially fast. So it's not like he's a burner, but he's fine. He's a wide receiver 2 to 3.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I think in that range of wide receiver, it just is what it is. I think Pittman is a reflection of the offense he is in. I don't think he's an elevator, but I think if you have a good offense, a good system, he is going to produce well. So he is what he is. Tet is the one that actually excites you and gets you going. So give me that Tet. But we appreciate it, Mark. You won the first one. We got some people here live with us. We got Dustin Bennett. It's what community is all about. We want to let you know. There are EMTs parked outside of your house just in case there's some AJ Brown trade news that drops here. But I mean, I saw your tweet before we hopped on. It sounds like that's not happening.
The great Diana Rossini said that, the trade talks have stalled. Dude, I can't wait till he's traded next year, and she's going to be like, "Oh, I told you he was going to be traded."
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Anyhow,
Got Vapad, GPMFers, where my hoes at. Vapad's feeling away tonight. Let's go. Sacramento Kingpin, what up? Mike Conron got the Shane, and we got the
what up, Mike?
BG-C with some sweatpants. Shane, do you want the new A-Chan and first, or the old A-Chan and a second?
The new A-Chan. Who is the new A-Chan? Travis Etienne.
Yes.
Who changed his name? Fucking weirdo. Good Lord, what a weirdo. Like, bro, that's not your last name. You can't just all of a sudden decide it's your last name. It's not even close.
I mean, technically speaking, as a French, if you pronounce it truly French, and French is usually pronounced quickly, Etienne. Like Etienne. Like I can see how it can be a H-N over. You know,
so I like that.
I can see it.
Comrade. I'm a Shane. That's a Shane.
Perfect.
Oh shit! I put this question down. I will take Etchen in the first over Etchen in the second. I love Etchen. I am a little worried about his upside with Malik Willis and Achan. Excuse me, the other Achan, Etienne, our French Creole friend. I really love his upside in that offense, man. Like Alvin Kamara is not coming back. Like he's gone, dude. He's listening to Kellen Moore press conferences and stuff, talking about him in the past tense, basically. I like Etienne a lot in that offense. That dude is going to eat.
Absolutely. That was a fun little joke from voice chat over in the Discord. Patreon.com/allgasudffb. You can probably get some access that way too. We were talking, what if he just put that up for Shane and just didn't give any context, just read it to him straight? What would he do? And you didn't fail us, my friend. Jackson Tribe, what up on the plane to Hawaii? Still here. Got that Wi-Fi on the plane. Let's go.
Let's go.
Hanging out post midnight.
$15 Wi-Fi that's slow as balls.
Yeah, $15 Wi-Fi and an expensive plane ticket right now. Yeah, you're doing the Lord's work there, Jackson Drive. Good luck, fly safe. Ritz Cracker, 12 teams, start 11 PPR, 0.5 tight end premium. It's a 4, -2 quarterback scoring. We got May, Mahomes, and Brissett. I guess now the more confident that he is the starter in Arizona going forward. That path is much clearer now. Has the mustache man Minshew in his way. Hampton, Henry, Chuba, Pickens, Tay, Pierce, DJ Moore, Diggs, and Tyreek Hill. We got Kittle, Juwan, and Tonjes. Picks 101, 17, 201, and all them futures. 2 trades. The first one gave CD Lamb. He got 101 and the 201, Shane. Let's pause there. 101 for CD Lamb. Where are you at on that? And then just the 201 added in.
So I keep saying this to people when they talk about trading away the 101. I'm like, would you trade Bijan? Would you trade Gibbs? Would you trade a chain prior to Malik Willis being there? Would you trade those guys for this package? Because that's basically where I think we think he's going to be, at least that he's that level prospect. So I'm fine with this. Again, I covet running backs apparently now. That's been my thing for the last 3 years, according to Dynasty Helper. Yeah, I love them. So I'm fine with this. And then you get the 201, which, even in this class where people don't love it, it still has value.
Yeah. I mean, again, so in this room, Pickens, Tay, Pierce, DJ Moore, Diggs, Reek, like I feel like you can kind of figure out wide receiver there. So I'm not mad at it, but also Hampton, Henry, Chuba, added in what I'm assuming could be Love, unless you're going to use that 101 in a different way, go and use that 101 from here. I don't mind it. I mean, I will add in 201 to get a deal done, but if you're telling me I can get 201 and then I can go and get Mike Evans, Kenny Gainwell, Tyler Algier, if I can do something else with that 201, then I feel really, really good about getting into that 101. So I'll take the 101, 201 side. Second trade, Javonte for 107, Shane. 12 by 11.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm good with that. Look, you turned he's not a middling running back. That's not the word I'm looking for. But he's a good running back. He's a good running back. But you've already just added Jeremiah Love to your roster, so you can afford to move Javonte for the 107. And then what can you do with the 107 and the 201? Now, all of a sudden, you have some synergy. You have some abilities to be synergistic with those picks.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Synergistic. What? It's clearly a word.
As synergistic as that sentence went, that's how you want to feel on that trade there. But no, Ritz, I mean, yeah, double smash, going experimental, build gross at wide receiver, hold the value at quarterback, running back. That feels like the blueprint of how I'm trying to approach 2026 is roster construct wide receiver, be strong at quarterback, have that elite outcome at running back, and just try to build it from there. So I'm with you. Tailor made 12 by 10 super flex PPR 0.75 tight end premium, 6-point passing touchdown. Jaden Daniels, Daniel Jones, 9 in backups. We got K9, your mom's new favorite running back in Kansas City. Benson, Brian Robinson. He has no news on Brian Robinson yet, right? Still a free agent?
No, he's still a free agent. Yeah.
Pickens, Burden, Bryant, Booty. We got Fannin and Helmet tight end, 101, 102, 304 to 307, and 527 first. Got offered Caleb Williams, Genty, and Gadsden for Jaden Daniels, Pickens, Kenny Walker, and Helm. Thoughts on a rebuilding team? This feels like a good trade to maybe play some of that cross-off game there, Shane. JD5 to Caleb Williams. It's like ADP wise. I just think the community would probably prefer JD.
Caleb's the QB3 on KTC, right?
Is he?
I didn't make that up. Someone screenshotted it, so maybe it wasn't real. But I tend to believe whatever I see.
You are absolutely right. He is quarterback 3 on Keep Trade Cut.
I am. I don't know. Okay. But that said, obviously he has more value than Jaden Daniels. I think he's in that same tier. So yeah, that's a wash. Yeah. I would take Genty over Ken Walker. I know Ken Walker's in the better offense. I get that. And then Gadsden, way over Gunnar Helm. And I like Gunnar Helm, but absolutely not. So yeah, give me the left-hand side. One thing is
there's a Pickens in there too, eh? There's a George Pickens.
I missed that. That's a big. Yeah. Hold on. That's a big matzo ball right there that I missed. That is a big matzo ball. Okay, so JD5 and Caleb wash. Yeah, Pickens and Ken Walker destroy Genty. Like they just beat that to death. That's not even close. All right, so that changes the whole complexion of this deal. Yeah, no. When you look at the whole trade, instead of just leaving players out like I did, and just rate a completely different trade. Yeah, give me the right-hand side.
Perfect. I mean, again, like on that, like, so that would be the side that he's. Again, he got offered? So I'm assuming that would be him trading away the side that you want there. So trading away Helm, trading away Walker, Pickens, and JD5 for Caleb, Genty, and Gadsden. So how do we get that one across the line? Because again, it's not far off. But yeah, I think the Pickens and Kenny
it's a full-ass wide receiver 1. I mean, even if you don't believe in Pickens, you got to give him his due. He's a wide receiver 1. That's what he was last year. Maybe he not a top 6 wide receiver, whatever, but he's still a wide receiver 1 on an offense that's going to throw the ball a ton. So
you got Fannin and Helm. You know, do you really need that Gadsden?
No, you don't need the Gadsden.
12 by 10.
No, you don't. You absolutely don't. And then you got a bunch of quarterbacks that don't help. JJ McCarthy and Daniel Jones. I mean, I'm going to pass. First of all, I don't want to do a deal like this because I'm putting a lot of valuable assets on the one deal. You know what I mean? That is a lot of assets in one deal. If I'm rebuilding, I probably want to split some of this up. You know, like, can I move JD5 for Brock Bowers? Nope, not Brock Bowers. Brock Purdy and a pick. You know what I mean? Something like that. And I don't know. It feels like you're just throwing in Pickens, especially since I didn't see him until the end. But I don't like the idea of it or the structure of it. Also, let's see. It's a start 10, right? We got JD. We got our running back room shit. I get it.
But we got 101 and 102 coming in as well.
Yeah. So we got Mendoza, Jeremiah Love, and then 527 first. I mean, I don't like kicking the can. You could probably do a lot of damage with those 27 first if you wanted to. But if you don't want to, that's fine. I understand.
Yeah. I'm just thinking. So, I mean, I'm cool with the idea. If you have preference or conviction, Caleb versus JD5, choose your fighter. I want Genty over Walker, and I think that's the part of the deal that I would like to try to dig into. I want to play on the overhype of the Chiefs landing spot for the running back. Like it hasn't really worked out for us in the past. So how can I use that? So if it's JD5, Kenny Walker, can we take Pickens and Helm out? Can I add in, I don't know, you have 527 first. Do you have any seconds you can toss in? Like what else can we toss in? Like I mean, Helm. If Helm is what he wants, he can have Helm. I'll roll Fan and solo and pick up a tight end on waivers. I'm not worried there. Like, I'm just curious, is there a way that we can take Gadsden off your side and really make that one work tailor made? But bring back some more ideas next week, and we'll talk that one out. All right, let's check the comments here. Oh, we got some more trades. Shane, I know I distracted you there for a few seconds.
So I almost pulled an old MFL move where I'm like, oh, I really like that side of the deal. And that's the one that I would have been trading away. So I'm happy that I looked at it the last second before I accepted it. Because, yeah, your side was – this Henman wanted to get trade me Bijan, which, nice. Bijan and a couple thirds. Well, yeah, I'll take that. All I had to do was give up a chain and Etchen. And, I don't know. There's some other stuff. Jacoby Brissett and Rashad White, I believe.
Hey, man, so, the Achane twins. Damn.
Yeah, a little expensive for me. Yeah, and I'm not going to break up the brothers. You know what I mean? Like our cousins. I don't know. They're kin. They're kin. That's all I know. I can't separate them.
You can go get Trevor. Get all three. Synergistic picks is super underrated. Our picks super underrated. Fooled by that old Pickens throw in, weren't we all? We all? All right. Lawrence Brochart, 12 by 10 Superflex 0.5 tight end premium. We sold Rice 108 and a 27 second, which could be early for a 101. Shane, 12 by 10.
That's
love.
Yeah. I mean, you gave up a lot. You did. I'm okay with it. It is a lot, especially that we're probably not that worried about Rice. Though his value will probably dip a little bit when they add a wide receiver in the draft, even though I don't think that's a reflection of him so much as, well, probably is a reflection of him too, because he's not what you would call dependable. It's a lot. You already have Gibbs and you got Hampton, you got Harvey. I don't know. I do wish maybe I could have used Harvey instead of Rice. Maybe
I would have liked that too.
Yeah.
But I don't know if the deal gets done that way. But
yeah,
like it doesn't feel like Rice panic prices, but it doesn't feel like maybe Rice got like his full value in there. But even saying that though, like if I have a wide receiver room of JJ, I guess whatever BTJ will be, Rome, Adams, Sutton, Jacoby, like I do feel like at 12 by 10, I have what I need at wide receiver. So if I have extra value, I could use that. But yeah, you paid a lot. Gibbs, Hampton, and Love at 12 by 10. That's pretty nasty.
That running back room is going to be abusive. I like it.
Yeah, I mean that tells me that's probably a bit of a stingy market to trade in as is. If that's what we're seeing right here. So assuming it's hard to get some deals done like this, I'll take the 101. If you're trying to split, that's a very nice price to do so with. Just a nice one.
I mean that's the price. Like no one's going to give you a discount on the 101. It's just not going to happen. If you're going to get it, you're going to pay up, and you have to be okay with knowing that you probably lose value based off, points if you were adding them up. But that's not what we're doing.
Yeah. You and I were on a mock draft show on Monday over at Birdhouse Fantasy with Chris Lemke. We would hypothetically try to trade. I was trying to trade from 102 to 101, and you almost blocked me on all socials. It was it wasn't great. So got to come correct if you're trying to move up. Lawrence has another one. 12 by 10 Superflex 0.5 PPR. We sold Fannin for 106 and a 27 second. Pause there. Good. We have some more after, but yeah, good. 0.5 tight end premium. You feel good about that?
Yeah, I'm good with that. I like I like Fannin. We had so much Gadsden talk, but no, I like Fannin. I like him a good bit, and it is a premium. It's not a giant premium, but obviously after last season, there's reason to believe that Fannin could be a top 4 tight end. So you gave up a good player, but I'm fine. You got the pick in the second back, so I'm fine with that.
I gotta have a plan at 106 if I'm gonna do that, because I don't want to make that move and then just draft Kenyon Sadiq.
Good point. If you just so that at that point you're just trading Fannin for Kenyon Sadiq in a second when you hope that Sadiq could be what Fannin is, right? Yeah. If you're lucky, which that's not likely. So yeah, good point.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm looking at ADP right now. Fannin and 103 are basically in lockstep. And I mean, again, I know I'm a Fannin truther. I would pay. I just overpaid for Fannin in a league actually. It was a 12 by 12. I sent Jackson Dart, Gunnar Helm, what 227 and 212 or something like that. I got Fannin, I got Dobbs, and I got a 27 second. Just basically swapping Dart for Fannin and trying to get a little extra on the arm to do so. Here, man, again, I don't want to rely on flexing tight ends in this format, but I also am a big believer in changing the tight end war line by how I construct. So if I can eat the price of and like be okay with the price of buying into a fan, and I'm okay paying that. So for you, Lawrence, you have Bowers on this team. So I don't mind trying to use that value that you can do something more with that 106 in a second. Just have a plan, please. Because I probably just prefer the Fannin. Second one here, 106 for Kyron. Where are we at with Kyron?
Williams?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll move him. We've seen his workload get not eaten, but a big chunk taken out of it by Blake Corum. I like Kyron Williams fine. It's just we've seen his production drop. I think 3 straight seasons. His fantasy production. I'm not talking about his real world football production, but obviously the two are tied. And in the real world, Blake Corum's. Now, I'm not gonna say he's gonna take his job. That's not gonna happen. But he's definitely a bigger part of the offense now. So I'm good with that. I'm just yeah. But again, so we traded the 106. So they're offering us the one Kyron for the 106. No, I'll pay. Yeah. So I said all the good.
Yeah, we sold Fannin to get 106 in a second, took that 106, went to get Kyron. Which I mean, again, if the goal was to get an upgrade at running back, you accomplish that for your roster.
I mean, you turning Fannin into Kyron, but look at your running back.
Yeah,
you've got Genty, Cook, Judkins, Harvey. So which one are you sitting every week? And I mean, you're just wasting a full ass Harvey, and some of those running backs don't have the liquidity to move. Right, Harvey doesn't really have that cachet right now. Judkins, well, he's just coming back from a ruptured leg, so yeah, his value is a little. So I don't know. I don't like it, but that's just me.
Ruptured lower body. Allen, Kyler, Brisket, Genty, Cook, Judkins, Harvey, Tet, Ladd, Smith, Jacoby, Bowers, Muth, 227 first and 328 first. Lawrence, you're going to be just fine there, buddy. Yeah. None of those deals you had to make today, but make your bets today. And actually, we had it wrong. It's Kyron Achan.
Kyron Achan?
Yeah.
Kyron Achan. All right.
Yeah. That's your new dynasty team name, actually.
Achan.
Yeah. Samuel Keel. 12 teams, Superflex start 10, PPR 0.5, tight end premium 0.1 point per carry. We got Lamar, Dak, Stafford, Kenny Walker, Jacobs, Mondre, Monty, Rashad, White, Lamb, Wandale, Adams, Pittman, DJ Moore, Jennings, Ty Warren, Andrews, 108, and all futures. Talk about a team that was impacted by fantasy or free agency. You got Kenny Walker, Monty, Rashad White, Wandale, Pittman, DJ Moore got traded. Like this team looks better today than it did 2 weeks ago. I feel more excited about it. Picked up this orphan yesterday. Oh, good time to pick it up. First trade sent Parker Washington and 208 for Stafford, Ramondre, and a 27 third. Nice. Any issues with that move? 12 by 10?
No, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah. I mean, again, I always do this. Well, you're probably losing on a value scale if there was a trade calculator, but I'm fine with this. Especially you said the war is makes you want to, or not makes you want to, but you should be flexing running backs based off the war. I'm good with that.
Yeah. Any other ideas? Leaning in and said Lamb for Genty straight up. We just talked that, right? Lamb for Genty. Make your bet.
Yeah, I will say this. I don't love Lamb for Genty only because I'm a little nervous for Genty, but that's just a player take, really, right? Like, what do I know? I'm just going off Clint Kubiak, what he did to Ken Walker and Charbs in Seattle. Maybe he looks at Genty different. Maybe him saying that, he wants to keep him fresh and rotate him, like literally saying that in so many words. maybe that won't come to fruition, right? Because it is March and coaches do say a lot of shit that maybe just never comes to fruition. But I am a little concerned about him. So I don't know if I want to buy him at that cost.
That's the risk that you take when you are making a move like that to try to move a CD Lamb to get the 101, to get a Love, a Genti, anyone in that range. Is you're also bet on the offense, you're bet on the opportunity, you're bet on health. Like there are multiple pieces to that bet that you have to be confident with. Whereas we know no matter if it's a bit of a low period, people love them, some elite dynasty wide receivers, and those things make a big difference to your dynasty rosters as well. So again, just do it with a plan. But yeah, I'll trade Parker Washington 208 for Stafford, Mondre, and a third. I think getting Stafford makes you feel a little more flexible with Lamar and Dak. And then I mean Parker Washington in a room with Lamb, Wandale, Adams, Pittman, DJ Moore, Jennings. I think you probably have a hard time finding a way into his lineup there. Yeah, running back war. Any other ideas? I mean, I like the Ty Warren Andrews. That's another guy. I mean, I feel better about Tyler Warren just in general with how that offense is shaping up too. The wide receiver room is fine. I mean, Jacobs, Kenny Walker, Mondre, Monty, Rashad, White, 108. Is there a way we can address that running back room any further?
So Jacobs, Mondre, Monty, Rashad. I mean, obviously we can take from you still. I'm not saying don't move Lamb, right? Don't hear what I'm not saying. No one says that anymore. People said that for years, and it was fucking annoying. But where is Lamb? I don't even see Lamb on this roster.
Right beside Rashad White.
I am blind as hell today. Okay, in fairness to me, there's no commas. So there's no commas at all. So if you were to just look at this, you think that this player's name is Lamar, Dak, Stafford, K9, Jacobs, Mondre, Monty, Rashad, Lamb, Wandale, Adams, Pittman, GGM, Jennings, Ty Warren, Andrews.
Big punctuation guy.
A lot of hyphens. Anyway, yeah, I'm not opposed to moving Lamb. It's just I don't know if I want it to be Genti. Do you want to split Lamb? Can you get two? Can you get, I was just talking bad about Kyron Williams in the last deal. Can you get Kyron Williams and another Kyron Williams, a running back in that tier? Can I get a couple of them maybe? If not, maybe you do want to go see what can you get? Can you get any of the Itchins for Lamb and maybe a little plus depending on what Itchin is?
Yeah. Could I trade Ty Warren and Kenny Walker? Could I get Kyle Pitts and a better running back like a James Cook? Like can I aim a little higher running back? I don't know. Like try to use some of that tight end value. Don't try to fade too far from the light of the elite tight end build. That's what you're trying to do. But yeah, Sam. I mean, couple of options there. If you just piecemeal that running back room together, you're going to be all right as well. So, I mean, that's one I'll just roll into the season, Shane, and just we'll piecemeal it together as we go. If it fails, it fails. I'll boot it. If it does well, I'll start to add to it.
I like it.
AJ McMahon, what's up, AJ? 12 by 10 super flex PPR 1 point tight end premium. Got 28 roster spots. You got to start quarterback, 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, a tight end, and a super flex. Is that right? Is that only 8? And 2 flex. So 10. There we go. Caleb, Ward, Rogers, Genti, Bijan, Manungai, Tracy, Cans, Chase, Golden, Tet, G. Will, Kincaid, Kittle, Kraft, and Laporta. There's your commas, Shane. Offered Etienne and 9 McCarthy for my Tet. So are you trading away your Tet for Achan/ETN and McCarthy in a 12 by 10?
Yeah, McCarthy means absolutely nothing to me. He's meaningless. I don't see anything about PPC. That's our wide receiver room, our running back room, Genti, Bijan. Obviously, Achan would definitely play. That does. He's got Chase, but his wide receiver room, Tet. No, I'm not going to move Tet. I'll hold on to it. I'm just looking at like which is stronger. There's no PPC. Thank you. There's no PPC, and I'm just looking at where your strengths lie. Like your running back room is
it's very nice.
Yeah, I don't feel the need to add to it. I don't have to. The wide receiver room. Oh, they got G. Will. You do have a good top 3. I don't know why you have Golden before Tet and G. Will.
That is a good question.
That's very confusing. It's screwing my head up. So like he's deep at wide receiver too. So really, at this point, it's which one do you think is going to do better? And I hate doing 1-for-1 deals because even cross positionally, I'm legitimately just betting on one over the other. I'll go with Etienne. Yeah, I will go with Etienne now that I actually see the rest of the wide receivers on the roster. Apparently, I can't see anything tonight.
I mean, yeah. So Genty, Bijan. I mean, just the bell cow is the bell cow, and running back rooms to start there. Monunga, I like Monunga too. Tracy and Cam. So I'm assuming a lot of the rest of the 28-man roster there is devoted to running backs. So if I'm like, I hear you, Shane. You know, each Achan and and 9 McCarthy, whatever 9 is in this deal. It's probably the right play if I'm trying to maximize points and then take a shot at quarterback. Yeah, I think that Golden's messing me up too. But I think I'm going to take that Tet. I like the idea of keeping Tet here, AJ. I think your running back room is fine as is, man. You don't got to break that construction at all. I don't even want to be tempted to add another one and start to mess with it.
What's funny is both rooms are fine, and then I'm looking at your tight end room, Kincaid, Kraft, Laporta, and I know it is a tight end premium, obviously 1 point, but I also think Laporta and Kincaid are for Gazy because Kincaid can't stay on the field. Why not? If you really want a running back, like maybe dangle them out there if you haven't already. But yeah. I mean, both your rooms are good. That's a good problem to have, right? So it really is just about changing your roster construction a little bit. Seems you have like a lot of running backs already, assuming because you have cans.
I think I'd like to take my Tet and aim higher versus splitting him down, if I could do it here. And use one of those tight ends to climb it too. Absolutely. Or even just Tet and a tight end. How high can I climb? Something like that. I like that a lot better there, AJ. I just got another one here for us. 12 by 10 Superflex PPR 0.25 wide receiver premium. We're not messing up the settings here, Shane. Okay, it's wide receiver at an extra 0.25 per catch. 0.75 tight end premium, 30 roster spots is a C2C campus to Canton league. You got to start a quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, a tight end, a super flex, and 3 flex. Goff, Kyler, Mendoza, and Daniel Jones. Oh, got Shador in there as well. Judkins, Jalen Warren, Achan, A/ETN, Tootin, and Cans. Got Marv, Puka, Amon-Ra, London, Dobbs, and Trash. Kittle, Kraft, Ferguson, Kincaid, Stowers already on the roster as well. Offered McBride and Stafford for Kyler, Marv, and Kraft. Yes, AJ, I am trading Kyler, Marvin Kraft to get McBride and Stafford in this league. Shane, do you? I guess I prefer the tight end. I prefer being the strongest at tight end. I think I want Stafford over Kyler. I don't care about the dynasty value. I just bet more that Stafford's going to return me more points in 2026.
I don't particularly care for Marv. I find you odorous. Kyler, I take Kyler by a long shot over Stafford. It's funny, someone just put in Manic and Chill chat that in 2024 pass attempts from shotgun. Kyler Murray 419, Sam Darnold 389. Interesting. Anywho, not wildly divergent, I guess. Probably 2 or 3 a game. Anyway, man, I'm not giving up McBride. I'm just not. Like if I give up McBride, and I like Kraft fine enough, I just feel like the return on it has to be extremely good. Like I don't want it to be 3 pieces. I want it to be, if I'm going to do it, cross positionally, what top 3 running back are you giving me? What top 3 wide receiver are you giving me? Because that's what McBride is, right? He's top 2 tight end, and the format was 0.1, 0.5. 0.25, 0.75. One of these times, if I keep saying numbers, some of them are going to be right. So 0.75. He was offered McBride. Yeah, I'm taking McBride. I'm taking the McBride side.
Yeah, I'm taking McBride.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Odorous. And there was another one proportionally useless. Me and Gemini worked on an article together that I posted in Sharing is Caring. And I forget, PU for Miles Sanders instead of PSU, PU. And it decided that it meant proportionally useless. So anyway, sorry.
Nice.
I like when Scott's not here sometimes, just because I get it's like I'm just freelance.
Yeah, no, hey, we can. I say we get off the rails when it's just you and us. We can explore some rabbit trails, see where they lead. You know,
There's no one here to yell at me. Sometimes when we do the show, Scott will text me and be like, "Bro, stop it." It's a true story. Except
really,
it never happened. So yeah,
well,
except for not happening, it's a true story.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh man, yeah, those are the best ones. The true stories that don't actually happen. Fun fact: Kyler and Stafford pick 86 and 88 in average ADP right now on Dynasty Data Lab. So back to back.
Right. No, Vapad. It wasn't a co-author because I put notes in my table and I told it to just use my notes anyway.
Yeah, using the tools, the artist's tools available to him.
Yeah.
Jackson Tribe, what's up, man? 12x9 super flex 21-man rosters, shallow 2.0 tight end premium. Traded Alec Pierce for a random 28 first. I like me some Pierce. 12x9. What is a random 28 first and a 12x9? I don't care. I feel like I can do more with that thing. Give me the 28 first.
Yeah, I feel like that is selling high on Pierce. I like Pierce. It will be interesting to see how much volume he gets in that offense, man. Because what do you have 60 receptions last year, or was it 40?
More.
Whatever 20 divided by 1,000 is, that's what he had. Because he averaged 20 yards a catch. That's all I know. No, I'll move Pierce for that in this, and probably just about any league, to be quite
47 receptions for 1,003 yards and 6 touchdowns in 15 games.
So if he just had 94 receptions, 94, he would need 94. If he doubled it, he'd have over 2,000 receiving yards. That would almost be a record. So yeah, a lot of vacated targets.
A record watch.
I'm just saying, why can't he pick up 47 targets? Just saying, 47 receptions. Excuse me. A little different, but still. Yeah,
certainly happened. Yeah. But yeah, I picked up a couple Pierces here over the last couple of days too. So, it's a bet that I'm willing to make, not for 28 first though, especially if I have CD, JJ, DJ Moore, Watson, Franklin, Jalen Noel, and others. And just 12x9, remember, right? Your quarterbacks are fine. Got, again, Achan, ETN right there. Monty, Algier, let's go. Hendo, Judkins, Sampson, Boot, Fannin, Sam Laporta, and Tonjes. This team is very nice. Jackson Tribe, 12x9, you got that thing. Also has 4 first over the next 3 years, so you're gonna be just fine there, man. Let's stick in a 12x9 here. 2.0 tight end premium, 1.5 PPR for running backs. They spelled it out for us this week, Shane. 23-man roster. We traded the 202 for Gainwell. I've tried this exact kind of range of trade for Gainwell, for Algier. I think I sent you one and you said that you were offended because you didn't think that I thought that you were paying attention.
That sounds about right. And I probably said it exactly like that.
Yeah, something like that. Sure. Yeah, tripping over my own tongue.
I know that you know.
you, me, you. Yeah, 202 for Gainwell. I'm willing to pay that price, man. I'll pay it. I'll pay any second in 26 to get my preference done. Especially that means I can move into a running back like an Algier. Any other comments on 202 for Algier?
I just moved Bucky Irving, and it's largely the fear is obviously not Sean Tucker. The fear is Kenny Gainwell. We saw it's like the genie in the bottle, right? They let him out of the bottle. I don't think you can stick him back in. People have seen what he can do, and he can do enough to take a big chunk out of Bucky. So yeah, I like this deal. It's a good deal.
Did it right this time. Yeah, the running back premium, we got it right. I tried 201 and 203 for Gainwell and AGTS and got rejected. Man, legitimately. The hardest running back market across my dynasty leagues is that league. So, yeah, sorry I created a monster. Casey Jones, are you impressed that I was able to pick out Casey Jones from all those letters and hieroglyphs there, Shane?
Wait, let's pretend I'm not on Twitter. Hold on, let me come back.
Casey Jones with the 5, the 0, the 5. Anywho,
this feels like a fake at your boy that DM'd me.
Yeah. Are you ready to win some money? 12x11 super flex, half point PPR, and a 0.5 tight end premium. It's a 4-1 quarterback scoring league, and it's a lineup league. I love just punctuate. This is a big punctuation episode. I do love that like long, solid line to separate things. Mahomes, Ward, Brisket, and a quarterback, any quarterback in a 2 deep. Genty, Henderson, Jacobs, Harvey, Warren, Tootin, and I'm assuming that's any running back on a 52, not quarterback, but we'll take it. We'll put all the Russian quarterbacks in there too. Neighbors, Tet, Rice, Marvin Harrison Jr., and Watson. We got Bowers and Barner and 327 first. Nice. We gave up Tet, Henderson, and a 28 third, and we returned Jaden Daniels and a 28 second. Mahomes, Ward, Brisket, and we get JD5 on there at a 28 second. We got to send away Tet, Henderson, and a third, Shane. With this team, what are you prioritizing? The skill players, the JD5 of it all?
It's just, you pull Tet out of that wide receiver room, and Neighbors is obviously injured. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's March, but it was injured enough that it's obviously a concern that he wrecked his knee. Like that wide receiver room could get scary quickly, right? Like Rice is your 1, fine. Marvin Harrison is your 2. No, he's a 3. He's a 4. That's what he is. And then Watson is boomer bust. It's hard to pass on JD5, though. I got to be honest with you. 2 years ago, if you tried this after his rookie season, you probably would have gotten laughed out of the building. I'm okay with it. It is a lot, though. And it is a lot. Tell me not to do it. Tell me why I shouldn't do it. Ty, this is one of those where I'd stick it in the chat and I would just go comments.
Well, where my head goes is, again, Mahomes, Ward, Brisket, and I'm assuming the build supports having more and more backup quarterback bodies there. I'm cool rolling with that. If I get JD5, man, I feel like I can take either Mahomes or JD5 and try to make a deal for one of those elite wide receivers, if that's really what I think is going to move my team forward. So if I can move Tet and Henderson and a third, bank that 28 second, then use that JD5 to then just have an easier way of getting into Amon Ra, like something like that. I would feel like that, I've accomplished a goal there. If I can't do that, again, there's worse things than sticking your value at quarterback. But Chan, I'll give you this. If you made this deal and then didn't make another deal until the championships are over, I think you're doing your team a disservice by making that move. But I think that getting into JD5 in the second, that could be the more liquid route. I don't know. Henderson, it feels like Henderson's lost a little bit of the steam in the Dynasty streets too,
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, I know he didn't get utilized in the Super Bowl or really much of the playoffs, but yeah, he's definitely dropped some steam. Yeah, to your point, I mean, that's a lot of quarterbacks, right? And then you paint yourself in that corner. Nobody puts baby in the corner unless you put yourself in the corner. Then you put yourself in a position where you're like, I'm trading one of these quarterbacks from a place of a disadvantage, because people know, I can't start 4 quarterbacks. I want to move one of them, so they're probably going to offer me less. So I'd say if you're going to do the deal, can you line up a deal for one of the other quarterbacks just before you do it? Can you line up a trade for Cam Ward? And I already forget who the other quarterback was that wasn't Mahomes.
Brisket.
Okay, so Brissett probably not going to. Can you line up a deal for Ward? That's all. That's really all.
Yeah, I mean, Willis, even Tua. There's so many of those lower level quarterbacks who people are going to feel one way or another about. You can definitely explore that market too. So. Yeah, cool. Dorf, what's up, Dorf? Happy Friday, y'all. Going to keep it quick here. Terry in a mid to late 27 first, or AJ Brown in your own 27 second. Shane, it's the same team we've been going over for a while now, so we know it's a bit of a goon squad. But Terry at 27 first, or your boy AJ Brown, my boy AJ Brown, and their own 27 second.
I mean, look, I love AJ, but I don't know that you should be giving up a first on top of something to get to him right now. His value is never going to increase because he's at that age, not just because of whatever Diana Rossini trading him to wherever she's trading him, but he's just at that age where it doesn't matter what he does, right? If he goes out there and drops 1,600 yards, people be like, "That's great." You know what? He's 30, because that's what he'd be then next season, right? Or the end of next season he'll be close to 30. I know Terry's already old, but that first is young, and it's mythical because it's a 27 first. Yeah, I'm going to pass. I love AJ, but I'm not going to pay up like this to get him.
Yeah. If you're telling me that I got to trade, I'm in a startup and I got to trade a 6th and a 2nd round pick for a 9th and I get a first, I'm just taking the first. Like the first is the thing that's different there. Like roster construction wise, Terry, AJ Brown, who knows week to week. I'd love to say that AJ Brown is going to be it all the time, but we know what that roller coaster, whether it be the offense, the knee, the AJ Brown of it all, we know what that could be. So I want to find ways to get into more first, and this is a nice way to get into 27 first there, Dorf. So don't break the construction. 10 by 11 Superflex, 3 wide receiver PPR. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Cool. All right. We got 15 minutes left, Shane. Lock in. We got this, baby. Oh wait, Vapad says focus, Shane. 20 minutes. Now 15. Here we go. Terry and AJ Brown in the same draft class.
Yeah, Terry was an older prospect though. Yeah. That's why he's older, because he's older. So that's how time keeps. So every year they both advance in age 1 year. So Terry McLaurin will always be older than him. So anyway,
it's funny how that works.
Yeah.
Roy, what's up, Roy? 12 by 12 Superflex, 6-2 quarterback scoring PPR with a 1 point tight end premium and a 0.25 point per carry. Trying to move myself into a contender in this league. This may be considered a board at work trade, but screw it. I had fun. You're talking to the right people. I'm sure Shane and I have both made board at work trades. Traded away Judkins, Tootin, Laporta, Hunter, and Penix. Received Swift, HN, Kincaid, and Olave. The team is now Shuck, Sanderson backups, Swift, ETN, Scat, Corum, Marks, Tet, Olave, Rome, Franklin, Bowers, and Kincaid. Okay, so Judkins, Tootin, Laporta, I'm assuming Travis, Hunter, and Penix for Swift, Etienne, Kincaid, and Olave. Shane, how does that math?
It doesn't. The dude on the left got absolutely just skull rammed. That is, I don't want to say skull effed, but he got absolutely skull effed in both eye sockets. Like, that's terrible, dude. I'm sorry. Like, ETN, Judkins, and Tootin. I guess this guy is buying into the Tootin. Like, Tootin's going to be basically ETN there. He has to be for this, right? So I that's the thought process there. But you also get Olave, dude. You got a top 12 wide receiver. You got a top 7 or 8 running back, and Swift just for funsies, and Kincaid.
Yeah.
I mean, I really don't know what the other person was doing. I guess Laporta and Kincaid cancel out for them, right? Penix, I hold some value, maybe it's sentimental value. I don't know. Maybe they went to school together. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah. It just feels like it's every piece that you sent away, you either are able to roster construct or live with it, and you got like the premium piece as part of the deal you actually do want. So I like that, Roy. That's a good deal to make at work. He also has the 103, 104, and 111. So we'll look to address wide receiver there. Go find a quarterback to upgrade by trade. Roy, you have a plan, and I love it. This other trade just fell into his lap, so he had to take it. 12 by 12 Superflex, 6-1 quarterback scoring with a -5 and 6. With -5 pick 6 and a negative sack. It's also a 0.2 point per carry and a 1 point tight end premium. We traded away Tet and Hampton. We got Lamar, Evans, Kittle, and Swift. I've been pretty loud, man, about Mike Evans and my desire to go and send, late first or hell yeah, early seconds to go and get that Mike Evans in San Francisco. Tet and Hampton for Lamar, Evans, Kittle, and Swift. Evans, Kittle, Swift. Yeah. No, Lamar, Hampton, Tet. Feels like the 4 for 2 in a 12 by 12 is probably the right answer. Yeah. I mean, any other thoughts there?
12 by 12, and you got yourself Lamar, Evans, Kittle, Swift. Yeah, I'm going to have to take the Lamar side. Dude, that fall off is crazy. Absolutely crazy. I get it. I mean, look, the dude got a good return. Tet and Hampton is a very good return. But give me the Lamar side. I just the quarterback that can be a top 3 quarterback that's done it repeatedly. That's the dude I want.
Like 30 seconds on this. When you have these kind of like really negative quarterback mess up scoring settings, how do you play that? Do you try to get as high up the quarterback ladder as you can and just get that elite quarterback, or like how do you usually play it when it's like super negatives at quarterback?
-5 pick six. So how many pick sixes do you think there are a year? I don't know. I have no idea. I'm just gonna lie and say there's less than 15. Divide that by 32 quarterbacks. That's less than 0.5 quarterbacks per year. Sure, I'm just making up numbers, so you might as well. I don't think it happens often. I could probably chat GPT it or whatever. I don't feel like it. I don't know that negative bonus actually comes into effect. What's the what is the negative for a sack?
Yeah. I'm gonna say probably 0.5.
Yeah, I wonder what's the negative for the sack, Roy? Because it just says minus sack.
I'm sorry, a speaker's talking to me right now. I didn't turn this thing off. Sorry, everybody.
5 pick six and sack. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Me and Scott, when we do roster reviews, a lot of times we'll come across these leagues where there's these 1 sack. 1 point per sack. There's these leagues with you get bonuses for wide receivers you get 170 yards and running backs that get 130 yards. And it's like, yeah, sure, that's great if you hit it, but the amount of times that you hit it is so few and far between that it's almost irrelevant. I would say -1 per sack. I would be a little obviously more concerned with. Then I would actually worry about the offensive line. Who was it that got sacked a ton last year? I forget who it was, but whoever that was, I don't want him. Those guys, I don't want those guys. So I would definitely play to the format there.
Yeah, so you got to probably take like the offensive environment into your decision making there. Cool. Right. Okay. I Googled it. Based on data from the 2025 NFL season, approximately 8 to 9.5% of quarterback interceptions are pick sixes. So
8.9 out of whatever that means. Times that, and there's definitely I have no idea how that works out. So not whatever. A lot.
So yeah, cool. Okay, awesome. Mick Seamus, what's up? 12 by 11, 0.5. 12 by 11, 5 -2 quarterbacks. Orange a PPR league. Running backs get 0.5, wide receivers get 1, and tight ends get 2.0. So we got a tiered PPR league. It's also a PPC of 0.25, rushing and receiving first down of 0.5. Scoring heavily favors the running back and rushing quarterbacks. How much are you giving up to go from 103 to 101? Yeah, so we talked about this. It's a lot. Like it's a significant trade. Shane, would you give up 103 and Tet to move up to 101?
Kai Lemon and Ted Hampton. I just made up a name. Ted Mackay. Yeah, Ted Hampton. Old Ted Hampton. That's my guy. And it's a 12 by 11. Man, that is a lot. That is a lot. I don't know, man. I would sit on. I'm not even going to answer this because I would sit on it. I would sit on it because I do want some love. I really do want some love. But damn, that is a lot. Like
the fact that it's not an instant no says a lot. From a startup draft perspective, you shouldn't do that. Like it's a third and a fifth to move up to the second. That doesn't make sense to me. Mm-hmm. But like that is the kind of offer you have to come with. Bucky and 103. I'm happily doing that. Something like that.
Yeah.
Any other ideas of how you're going from 103 to 101, Shane?
Well, I mean, look, as much as you want to get to Julian, sure. Jesus Christ, Shane. As much as you want to get to Jeremiah Love, isn't there a way to get other running backs? It's PPC, right? So obviously it's every running back gets that PPC. Are there other bell cows that you can get? Like what's it cost to get Josh Jacobs? What does it cost to get Kyron Williams? Even though I know Blake Corum's going to eat into his workload a little bit. What's Barkley? What's Henry? You know what I mean? Like I do want love, but I don't want to pay that much to do it. And it doesn't. The other way to get there is just paying the same amount, but with different players. Right. So like, I don't know if that makes sense. Sure. Can I swap out Bucky and for Tet? Maybe I would probably do that. But outside of that, I think I would just try to buy lower end in comparison running backs in the 101.
Yeah. That's the nice thing about the free agency market here. It feels like there's a lot more options today than there were a few weeks ago. So I like that. Teams Lamar, Kyler backups, Hampton, Scattaboo, Algier, Chris Rod, and any running back on 52. Marv, DJ Moore and Cans, Loveland, Schultz, 103, 107, 110, 208, 11 4/3, 4/3, or 4/3, 4/3. God damn it. Thirds and fourths and all of his futures. Thank you, McShamus. Jesus H. Yeah, Jesus, Ty. Yeah, I know. I'm throwing speakers around here that are turning on randomly. I'm tripping over.
Scott's not here, and we're just running wild, doing whatever we want.
Let's go. All right, let's finish this thing off.
All right.
Corey Franks, we got a couple more here. 12 by 10, 25-man roster. It's a 0.75 tight end premium league. Super flex. We got Burrow, Willis, Shador, Kenny Walker, Monty, Algier, and any running back on a 52. Neighbors, Odunze, Brian Thomas Jr., J-Mo, tight end, Cans. We're rolling thin at tight end. 101, 109, 201, 7 and 8, 7 27 first, 4 27 seconds, and 2 extra 28 seconds. He had 2 trades. One is he gives 3 27 first. One is projected top 2. He gets Loveland, Nix, and JT, Shane. Wow. If you have them, spend them, I guess. I mean, JT, if I have Jonathan Taylor, I'm probably going to want more than a singular 27 first.
Each one of these guys, you probably want more than a single first by itself.
Exactly where I was going. I'm thinking in a 0.75, 12 by 10. Do you think Loveland is the one that demands the top 2 pick?
Yeah. Man, it's just, so we know that top 2 pick, we know that it's, well, we don't know, shit happens, but we're thinking it's either Arch or Jeremiah Smith. I don't know, man. I look, I know, like, the value wise, that's a fair deal. Like, you're winning that deal. Just if you were to go like, yeah, I'm giving up 1 first per guy. Also, I kind of do want to win championships too, right? That's the point of this game, and me getting those 3 guys. So let me look at second trade. I give BTJ my 27 and 28 first. Should be late after trades. Get Amon-Ra in a second.
Still got 3 first between 27 and 28 afterwards. You got 101 loading onto this roster.
If he does both of them.
Yeah.
I mean, that is spent, and he still has 3 first. Like, it's almost like silly money. You know what I mean? Like, it's just completely overspent, and you still have all this money left. Yeah. Wait, but BTJ, oh yeah. So then he would have, obviously, Loveland, Amon-Ra, St. Brown, Burrow, Willis. His quarterback room's a little bit. K-Dub, Monty. You know what? No, I'm not doing it. Oh, he's got the 101 and the 109 too. Jesus. Good Lord. Ty, you go.
I mean, you ain't getting him for cheaper, right? Like, let's start there. You're not getting him for any cheaper. You got to give to get, and you already had 7 first walking into this trade, so you are the person that people have to come to get these deals done. There's going to be no lack of opportunities to make moves with those 27 first. And if you only had 3 of them and one of them was going to be early, I might be a lot more hesitant on this deal. I think getting guys like Loveland, Nix, JT in place on your team makes me feel like I have to be less perfect with those picks. I think it lengthens your runway, and it's not like you're getting into players who you can't just go and flip for, a first worth of value plus in a subsequent deal. So while generally I'm a big fan of getting a 27 first, especially ones that are early, I'm going to take Loveland, Nix, and JT and bet on the team, bet at the fact that the market will still be there if I want to get out, pivot, whatever, and still have the extra ones in the back pocket. Giving BTJ and 2 first for Amon-Ra in a second.
Look, that's a lot, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all a lot.
It's all a lot. Am I giving up Amon-Ra in a second for any less? No. So that's the price. So then it just has to fit the roster. So Neighbors, and that would be what? So Neighbors and Amon-Ra with Odunze and J-Mo.
Yeah, it's a goon squad.
12 by 10. You have Kenny. You're adding 101. Adding JT. Loveland to the Loveland is your tight end dart. I like that. Nix to Burrow, and then you just basically have Willis as your quarterback 3 with Shador. Roster construction wise, that checks the box. Like you're not making that right, Shane, and then you're you're benching 3 other guys who you just could start and probably get a similar outcome. Like, that's when I don't want to do that. I think you still have enough. Like, this fits your roster construction enough that I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right, well, Corey, that's a fun one. What do you want? What side do you want now? Do you want 3 first, one of them being very early in 27, or do you want JT, Knicks, and Loveland? All right, we got a couple more here. Let's fly through these.
Yeah.
Hey, if you're not satisfied in DMs, I'll talk you through it afterwards. Mike Conron, deal made with Scott in a 12x12 Superflex 0.25 point per carry PPR and a 1.75 tight end premium. Sent Willis for Rodgers and the 112. The team is now Goff, Dimes, Rodgers, Genty, Saquon, Etienne, Swift, Olave, Zay, Evans, Parker, Washington, Pittman, Bowers, and Chig. Willis for Rodgers and 112, Shane.
I like it. That's fine. Good job.
Yeah.
That's all you get. I get moving. Good job. Oh, wait. It's point per carry. Look, Willis could be elite. He could be. But if you had Willis and you had him for nothing, you just turned a profit no matter what. So it's fine.
Yeah, just process deal quarterback plus the pick for the quarterback. I'm cool with it. 12x12, 2 quarterback, 2 tight end here from Vapad does fantasy. 0.15 point per carry. Guys are 2 tight ends, a 2.25 tight end premium. Send Ayuk 201 and $35 a fab. Get likely 305 and a 4th. That likely feels nice in New York. Here, the roster now 21 backup quarterbacks. Dobbins, Najee, Gainwell, and Gans. Tank, Dell, Likely, and 3 tight end cans. Oodles of 26 and 27 picks. Ayuk 201, 35 for Likely, a 305 in the 4th. That's the bet on Likely in the format. That's the price. It's gonna cost that much to get into a Likely. So, add that to the oodles and noodles of 26 picks. Any thoughts there, Shane?
No, I've shit on some of Vapad's trades over the last week or two, but yeah, no, this is a good one. I like it, especially to the format, man.
Price the bricks gone way up, man. Way up for that Likely. So nice one, Vapad. Dustin Bennett just got 2 offers from the same manager in a 12x11 0.25 point per carry. His choice of Monty or Algier for the 112. Oh, beautiful. Shane, I think I'm taking Algier over Monty. So Algier in Arizona, Monty in Houston. Houston did invest a lot in their offensive line, and it could work. I don't know. I feel like Algier. I'm more confident in Algier, I think, than Monty. I think we don't have the full story of what that Houston offense is going to look like. I think there's going to be something else that lands in that backfield along the way. I feel more confident it's going to be Connor and Algier, and that's what it's going to be.
And I feel the opposite. I feel I have more faith in Monty in Texas, Houston, than Algier with Benson and Connor. And then, I got a feeling that both of us are going to be wrong. So maybe look for another running back. Obviously, you get what you pay for. But can I go see if there's a guy that maybe can't get ethered at the draft?
Yeah, but somehow 2 for 2, we'll both be wrong. Somehow on the other side of that bet, we'll both be wrong. Last one from Matty Boy here. What's the cash out price of Emmanuel Wilson? A 27 third enough and a 12x10?
Let me take off my glasses for this one. I've talked about this before. I'm not giving up a player for a third when I think that player has a chance, even if it's slim, to ascend to a higher value. Because what did I lose out on? Say I hold on to Emmanuel Wilson and he turns into being worth a second. I don't want to get crazy and say first, but say he turns into being worth a second. Cool. I got a second out of him. If he doesn't, what did I just lose out on? I lost out on a third round pick, which the hit rate is garbage. Sure, it's good to have grease. It's good to have thirds so you can make some spot start deals in season. But you can get thirds other ways. So I'll just pass on that. I'll hold on that manual.
What a jam-packed show. A third Wilson, you're probably not getting anymore. So that's probably it, man. All right. Well, hey, thanks everyone for coming to hang out with Shane and I. Shane, we talked probably a lot more than people thought we would, but don't doubt us. We're pretty cool. But big thanks to Dynasty Mark, the BG-C, Ritz Cracker, Taylor Made, Lawrence Rochon, Samuel Keel, AJ, Jackson Tribe, Casey Jones, Dorf, Roy, Mick Seamus, Dustin Bennett, Matty Boy, Corey Franks. We are the Dynasty Deal Show. We will be back here next week. Good luck in all your trades, and we are out of this thing. Peace.